my dear learners. This is Teacher Arcel from Benisil National High School, and here we are in our third class. Are you now ready for our lessons? Let's begin! Our topic for today is all about absolute value and operations on integers. After this lesson, you should be able to master the following learning objectives. First, to represent absolute value of a number on a number line. Second, find the sum of integers and solve problems involving addition of integers. Lastly, is to find the difference of integers and solve problems involving addition of integers. But before we discuss the first lesson, kindly get your module and turn it on page 5. The absolute value of a number is the distance of a number from 0. Remember, distance itself is always positive. The absolute value of a number is written as absolute value of n. If a number is a positive integer, then the absolute value of number is the number. The absolute value of 0 is 0. And if the number is a negative integer, then the absolute value of a number is its opposite number. Let's have the following examples. Example 1. Represent the absolute value of number 6 on a number line. Count the distance from the 0 going to 6. Since 6 is 6 units from the 0, the absolute value of 6 is 6. Now, let's have another example. Represent the absolute value of 0 on a number line. 0 is the origin of a number line, and we don't need to count the distance from 0 going to 0, since there is no distance to be counted. Therefore, the absolute value of 0 is 0. Here is another example. Represent the absolute value of negative 3 on a number line. Simply count the distance from 0 going to negative 3 on a number line. Since negative 3 is 3 units from 0, the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. Now, please turn on page 5 of the module and let's answer activity A on number 2. Let us count the distance from 0 going to number 10. Since 10 is 10 units from 0, the absolute value of number 10 is 10. Let's answer the activity A number 5. The given is absolute value of negative 8. Again, let us count the distance of negative 8 from 0. Since negative 8 is 8 units from 0, the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. Now that we have done it together, this time you will be the one to get the absolute value of a number. Continue to answer the What's More activity A on page 5 by answering numbers 1, 3, and 4. Also answer the activity B on the same page. Just pause the video to give you enough time to answer the activity. You can do it! All right! Did you get the correct answers? That's great! Our next lesson is about the addition of integers. Kindly turn your module in page 8. In this lesson, we will be using two methods, using tiles and rules. Let us discuss the first method. Let us represent the black tile as positive and the white tile for negative. If we will combine one positive tile to another negative tile, they will cancel each other. Let us try to combine 4 positive tiles and 5 positive tiles. As we can see, the set of 4 and 5 tiles are the same positive. We will simply add the positive sets of tiles. Therefore, it will appear as 9 positive tiles. In symbols, positive 4 plus positive 5 will give us positive 9. Next, for number 2, combine 3 negative tiles and 4 negative tiles. The two sets of tiles are the same negative. Therefore, they will appear as 7 negative tiles. In symbols, negative 3 plus negative 4 will give us negative 7. Another example case for tile method, combine 5 positive tiles and 3 negative tiles. 3 positive tiles and 3 negative tiles will cancel each other. Therefore, the remaining will appear as 2 positive tiles. In symbols, positive 5 plus negative 3 is equal to 2. The next method in adding integers will be using of rules. Here is the rule number 1. When adding like sign, simply add the numbers and copy the common sign. Give the sum of positive 8 and positive 5. We notice that both of the two numbers are in positive sign. So, simply add the number 8 and 5, then copy their common sign, which is positive. Therefore, the answer is positive 13. Example number 2. Give the sum of negative 10 and negative 9. Both numbers are in negative sign. So, same with our example 1, we simply add the number 10 and 9, then copy their common sign, negative. Therefore, the answer is negative 19. Now, please turn your module in page 10 and let's answer the number 1. The given is negative 5 plus negative 11. Since 5 and 11 is in negative number, we will simply add them both and copy their common sign, which is negative. Therefore, negative 5 plus negative 11 will give us negative 16. Rule number 2. When the integers have unlike signs, subtract the numbers and use the sign of the number with a greater absolute value. Example number 1. Give the sum of negative 2 and positive 4. We notice in this problem that the 2 is negative while 4 is positive. They are unlike sign. So, subtract 2 from 4, then copy the sign of 4 since it has a greater absolute value. And therefore, the answer is positive 2. Now, please turn your module in page 10 and let's answer the number 4. Give the sum of positive 7 and negative 6. Since the two numbers, 7 and 6, are unlike sign, subtract the numbers. 7 minus 6 is 1, and since 7 has a greater absolute value, we will copy the sign of 7, which is positive. Therefore, positive 7 plus negative 6 will give us positive 1. Now that we have done it together, this time, you will be the one to get the sum of each number. Continue to answer the what's more on page 10 by answering numbers 2, 3, and 5 to 10. Just pause the video to give you enough time to answer the activity. You can do it! All right! Did you get the correct answers? That's great! For our last lesson for this video, it's all about the subtraction of integers. My dear learners, always remember this KCC. The KCC stands for keep, change, change. Keep the first integer the same. Change the subtraction sign to addition and change the sign of the second integer. After that, follow the rule of addition. Let us represent again the black tiles as positive and white tiles for negative. Let's have the following examples. Example 1. 7 minus 3. Using the tiles, keep the 7 positive tiles, change the minus to plus, and change the sign of 3. After that, we will follow the rule of addition. Since they are unlike sign, subtract the integers, then copy the sign of the number with a greater absolute value. Therefore, 7 minus 3 is positive 4. For example 2, 4 minus 5, same procedure to KCC and proceed to addition rule. We will have 4 plus negative 5 is negative 1. By using the tiles, 4 negative tiles plus 5 positive tiles cancel the 4 tiles, so the remaining tile is 1 negative tile. Example 3. 2 minus negative 4. By KCC and addition rule, we have 2 plus positive 4 by using tiles. 2 positive tiles plus 4 positive tiles. Add the 2 sets of tiles, then count. Therefore, 2 minus negative 4 is positive 6. Kindly turn your module on page 14 and let's answer number 1. 16 minus 12. Keep the 16. Change the subtraction sign to addition and change also the sign of the second integer. And follow the addition rule. So, we have 16 plus negative 12 is positive 4. Let us answer the number 3. 19 minus 23 using the KCC rule, then after it by addition rule. We have 19 plus negative 23. Using the tiles, combine 19 positive black tiles plus 23 white tiles. Cancel 19 positive tiles and the remaining tiles will be the answer. Therefore, 19 minus 23 is negative 4. Let us also answer the number 6 in page 14 of the module. Negative 8 minus 10 by KCC and addition rule, we have negative 8 plus negative 10. Since both of them are like sign, simply add the two numbers, then copy the common sign. So, we have negative 8 minus 10 is negative 18. Now that we have done it together, this time you will be the one to get the difference of each number. Continue to answer the what's more on page 14 by answering numbers 2 and 4 and 6 to 10. Just pause the video to give you enough time to answer the activity. You can do it! All right! Did you get the correct answers? That's great! So, that is our lesson for today. You may play the video again for you to master the mentioned lessons lately. Do not forget the rules in adding and subtracting integers. Also, do not forget to answer the rest of the activities in your module. Always keep safe. See you next meeting!